Howdy! This summer I'm doing a reading challenge on my normal YouTube channel. I'll talk about the challenge itself more later. While I was making the videos, I was thinking it might be kind of fun to interpret my normal videos and vlogs for this series on my sign language channel. You'll see I started this challenge because Ryan Tracie is making a video series this summer to raise funds for St. Jude. His videos don't have sign language or closed captions besides the normal YouTube auto captions, but his videos are pretty visual and really fun. And with the auto captions, I think y'all can understand what's happening and still really enjoy it. And my mom is hard of hearing and she's been loving the series. She's nodding her head. I'll probably try to interpret some clips from Ryan's videos for you guys while the series goes on. And if you want to watch my normal videos, I will put the links in the description for my videos and Ryan's videos. For the next 50 vlogs I'm interpreting and putting on this channel, the audio will match my regular videos pretty much exactly. So the auto captions for both of my videos should match. I think that is all for the little explanation intro for the first video. Now to start vlog number 1. Salut! Is that kind of a fun intro thing? This is the first video I'm making with my library situation going on over here, work in progress, but I'm loving how it's looking so far. Okay, so here's the thing. I wasn't going to do a reading challenge this year like I did last year. Didn't really have any plan on my radar of doing a reading challenge this summer, but then this happened.
This is a map of America. There are 50 states, and this summer I'm going to attempt my dream of going to all 50 in just 50 days.
And so then I had this idea. Sometime last year, I saw Goodreads was doing like a Reading Across America challenge of reading a book that takes place in each state of America. And I was like, huh, that's kind of fun. I wonder how many states I've already like crossed off the list. And like, you know, it'd be fun to kind of do casually, you know? I made a list on my phone of all the states. As I've been reading books since then, I'll put them in the state that they go with, check off the box sort of thing. Now that Ryan Tracie is doing this challenge, fundraising for St. Jude, I thought that it would be really fun to kind of join in, sort of. I'm not going to be traveling to all 50 states, but I thought it would be fun to try to finish the Read Across America challenge that I've already casually kind of started as Ryan and Haley get to the states. The rules are kind of up in the air right now, as well as I don't want to read 50 books in 50 days. That would be insane. I looked at my list earlier. If I count some Magic Treehouse books right over there that I read when I was very small, I am at about 26 states, if I recall, needing 24 more. I know for sure that some of the books that I haven't read yet do fit in some of the states I haven't read yet. For example, like Jerry B. Jenkins' Hometown Legend, I saw takes place in Alabama. I don't remember the other ones off the top of my head, but I know that there are other ones. The first state that Ryan and Haley have gone to or started in is Texas. Now, I've already read some books in Texas. I think one was on Kindle Unlimited, so I can't show it to you, but I could put a picture here. Another one that I can actually show you is this one, sensible arrangement by Tracie Peterson. This one actually mostly takes place in Colorado, but it starts in Texas. And as the series goes on, it does end up being more in Texas. I think book 2 and 3 are very much in Texas. I found out when looking at all these books, I have a lot that take place in Colorado. So when that day comes, we're set. Anyway, so because they did Texas first, and I've already read a book that takes place in Texas, I am considering that achieved. Now at the end of their first video that they posted today, they said that their next destination is going to be New Mexico. And I looked at my list, I had no books listed in New Mexico. I was like, great, that's awesome. That's an amazing way to start. But then I came in here to really see what books take place where. And what do you know? Literally yesterday, we were at a thrift store getting some super cheap books and I came across this. I actually thought it was published by Bethany House. It's not, but it is still a Christian author, so that's awesome. And guess where it takes place? Yeah, New Mexico. I started reading it today. Because Ryan and Haley aren't in New Mexico yet, that's going to be like day 2. So tomorrow, I'm going to see if I can finish this by tomorrow night. It's about 220 pages, I think, which isn't that bad. It's 9 chapters. So I'm like, you want to talk about massive chapters? Golly. Like, I thought for sure this was going to be like a 20 chapter book at least. So we'll see how it goes. I am already in like a lot of books right now. I think I might be currently reading about 8. One of them is A Girl's Guide to the Outback. I painted the edges myself and I love how it looks. This takes place, as you might guess, in Australia. It does actually start in Tennessee, I think, but we're gonna deal with that state later. And I'm not super far in it. It looks bigger than it actually is because it's large print. But I really like it and it's really cute. So I think I'm gonna keep reading this one and alternating it with the other one. I might still read some of my other books and still alternate it with the current New Mexico book. I don't know how this is gonna go because there's also a lot of states that I don't have any books in mind for at all. So I would love some suggestions if you guys have any. I'll put the states I'm struggling with here. I am about like a few pages into chapter 2 of this book and I am already really liking it. It's called The General's Notorious Widow by Stephen Bly. I've never read a book by Stephen Bly before. It said widow on it, which immediately got my attention because for some reason I have a thing with romances that involve widows or widowers, so that stood out. It takes place in the 1880s. The first chapter, I giggled and laughed so much. I think maybe more than any other like single chapter of anything I've read. So that was a surprisingly fun start. And the character, the General's Notorious Widow, her, Lixie is her name. Super fun name for a super fun gal. Oh my goodness. Again, I'm not sure I've ever gotten attached or liked a character this fast. And I don't know who is going to be the person that she might end up being with. My guess right now is Carter, but the girl talked to like 6 dudes at one time in the first scene. And I was like, I think 2 of them are married, so they're out. But the other ones I think are single. One of them is a definite no, but the other ones, the other 3 dudes, I'm like, is it him? I don't know. We'll find out. I'm excited to find out. And there's a lot of mystery going on in it too, so I'm really fascinated by it so far. It's also technically book 2 in the Bells of Lordsburg. I think that implies that book 1 probably also takes place in New Mexico, but I don't have book 1. I just found this at a thrift store. So far, I haven't gotten lost, which I think is a good sign. I think this might be like one of those series where each book is loosely connected. Like, okay, minor spoilers for this series. I won't go into any more spoilers than what's on the back cover, but basically, like, this first book is about Marty and Jake, and then the second book is about Marty's handmaid, who, like, doesn't really, I mean, she does kind of work for Marty in book 2, but not that much, so it's, like, really about the handmaid character. And then book 3 is about the handmaid's character's husband's ex-lover. So we like hardly see Marty at all in book 2 and 3. And you really don't need to read this to read book 2, and you really don't need to read this in 2 to read 3. And there's quite a few other series that are like that, and I think this kind of falls in that category. I don't think I'll be too lost, but if I end up liking it, I'll definitely want to check out books 1 and however many else there were. And that is pretty much all for this episode vlog. I don't know how far we're going to go into this, but we'll see what happens. I also wanted to show you guys in my reading journal, I actually put the map of the United States totally proportionately accurate. I'll just say that right now. I'm hoping to put the books for each of the states like in the states or next to the states, mostly for the East Coast because, you know, those states are really tiny, but that's why I left all that room over there. So as we go, I will try to add the books into their designated state. Maybe put a picture up on here so you guys can see what it looks like. I will link Ryan's video down below and his fundraising stuff. Let me know if you saw Ryan's video, and I'll see y'all next time. Au revoir!